Hello everybody, my name is David, but you can call me Rev, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. In the last episode, Elidibus used the last little bit of his power left to transport us to a past Elpis where we can maybe or hopefully learn how to save our star. This time, we're going to be moving through the story's 30 door. I wonder if we're going to be able to even open said door, because we are kind of translucent. The one thing is that obviously limitation of his power is that we can only spectate the past. As such, we can't
And
really
here
do
we
much
are,
with it.
Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Is that Hermes?
Oh,
No.
just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Is that
You're
who I think it
welcome to
is?
stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
So one was Hermes, and the other one is who I'm assuming was formerly
Come
Emitzel.
now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Holy crap! Because
Who
they
you
heard their
are,
voice.
perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Wait, is that La Brea? Oh, La Brea. Or is it? Do I have this right? Oh no, one of them's Emmett, I think. Wait, he can see me. One of them's Emmett for sure.
Satisfied?
Yeah, that one's Emmett. What am I saying? I'm just thinking
I
out
thank
loud
you for
too
your
much time.
cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
See, I thought the one that was on the right was Emmett, but the mask.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
Okay, so they see me.
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
Okay, so they aren't.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
I'm not a familiar. I'm a person.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
Oh, rip. So they can't hear me.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Oh, so he's gonna give us shape. Wait, am I about to mess up the past?
For?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
Oh, he said he pulled the "you owe me" card.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Okay. supposed to be painful. But I guess he gave us enough ether to maintain form, right?
You may open your eyes.
So now I have physical form. Oh,
Quite large, don't you think?
he made us human
The
size.
size befits its proportions. Though I personally wouldn't be averse to smaller.
No, this will suffice, I'm sure.
Wow.
Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, chief of the
Okay,
Bureau
this
of the
makes more
Arts.
sense.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Okay, I get it. I understand. It's all clicking.
And how might we address you, my new friend?
My name is Vendor ML.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
Well,
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
that I can answer. I seek a man named Hermes. Hythlodaeus.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend.
I see.
And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion.
Okay.
We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work.
Okay. Makes sense.
We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
Ah, Emmett Selk.
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a valid point.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
That's fair enough. He's like, I can't win with you people.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
Elpis? The world unsundered, Elpis. Wow. Oh, there's Heidelin.
This presence.
Oh! She already know. It's these thingies! I remember great.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
So this is our new area. This area is way too big.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
I wish I could tell you. So we already broke the rule. All right. This is crazy. We're in the past right now. And just to even make absolutely certain. Wow. This isn't even the area that... Okay. This is hardly any first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I'll start with the basics. Using concepts of shape, to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it an animate object or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they all must undergo evaluation at the bureau of the architect. As a part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to help us for an in-depth observation and study. Fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Now then, our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, has also conducted his own research. Chances are he'll be at the main observation hub, so let's seek him out there first. As tired as you are, however, you stand a little too much. Our dear Emmett Silk wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so... Do you know how to make a rope? The basic concept will do. Oh, in that case, Emmett Silk... No. Your whim, your responsibility. You're not getting not another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrimps sometimes. You'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless fauna magic. Very well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Let us search for the requisite material. It's weird because we have fates and stuff here too. So my brain thinks that, you know, this is an area that like, yeah, because we have aetherites here too. You know what? I'll worry about aether currents and stuff later. Because obviously, because yeah, like from a meta sense, they should be here. But I guess maybe the future version is what we deal with. Yes, these creatures should suffice. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, say 2 Pilauda. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 kinds should serve. I also mentioned that the strength of this rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of the user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken them first. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reservation? Do we have to wear the robe? How will I look here? There, it's ready. Something fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. So, and living beings in the closing? Just like that? Well, not just like that. You need to revert them to an ether first. Lest you wonder why I asked for 2 species. It's due to the difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce a garb with superior etheric stability. Well, and in good disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point. But at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Emmett Silk speaks true. Even just like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best simply say you're familiar. The question is whose? Ah, of course, Azim's. If you say you belong to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence. For lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he'd been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let's continue with the errand. Now, do I actually have to? Who knows? Great, let's continue along the path to Anagorosis? The place serves as an observation hub and residents both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. Alright, doesn't look like we actually have to wait. Sweet! This is such a pretty area. I think the thing that makes me nervous is how this is all going to go downhill eventually. Because we all know it's going to happen. But, I mean, there's only so much we can do, right? But everyone's going to be questioning me. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you're one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. Lips are sealed. The Chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. I say, I'm Hythlodaeus. While I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emmett Selk and I can discern the colors of soul. By the same token, we can also see ether quite cleanly, and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt like that would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This isn't much for your own enjoyment, like as not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself look useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know, it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would assume you don't have any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring. Come on, let's find our man. There we go. Found him. Now I wonder how he looks like without his mask. Hello there.
Huh. You are...
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait.
They start with your name, please.
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
I don't like that you can just dig into my brain like that.
May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
I don't like that you can dig into my noggin like that.
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Yep.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend?
The way that it seems to be implied,
But moving along to more
yikes.
agreeable company, this one we chanced to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment.
Can he resummon her?
Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
Bureau. Why couldn't I say bureau?
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
I want to see his eyes.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
Oh, his
I
face.
have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
Wait.
What's wrong, Hermes?
An amystoma is missing.
Where would it have waddled off to?
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
The fact that you can detect that so fast
You're
is a
saying
talent.
they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The ambystomas, too, can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however...
It's like a cat. Like a cat.
I'll help too.
Medion. So we have to head to the main building then.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
Just keep an eye on them, I guess?
May I suggest we split up?
Sure.
If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmet Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Maybe we can get our questions answered, maybe? Who knows? Either way, I think that we can actually wrap up here. I think that we've actually covered enough for right now, and honestly, this entire new area is absolutely incredible, for lack of a better term. And I think that because of the whole MMO nature of this, we can actually defy time a bit and, you know, be able to transport back as needed. So we're just going to tune to the ether right here. As always, though, if you guys didn't already know, all my stuff is in my socials. So next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, I guess we'll figure out just a little bit more about this area and what it means. So I hope to see you guys all in the next one.
Are you all right? I can look after myself, you know.
And I've had enough of this